How you guys doing? Back with another late night discussion. Um, I want to talk about something that happened on Friday when I was walking out of a restaurant. As I was walking out of this restaurant, there was a woman. There were two women sitting down as I was walking out of this restaurant, and I spoke to one of them and just said, "How you doing?" Because she was staring at me. And when I walked out of the restaurant, I saw the woman glance back at me, and I saw her and the other woman. I saw the woman that was sitting next to her laugh. Looked like they were like the one that was sitting next to her was laughing. Um, in this incident, I was thinking in my mind, maybe I should have asked for her number, but I wasn't gonna waste my time. When I was outside and I looked back in the restaurant, I saw the woman look at me, and when I saw the woman sitting next to her giggle, I knew it was something negative, you know. And I told myself, you know what? You're probably right for not even wasting your time. Um, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't ask that woman for her number because more than likely I would have got screwed over anyway. In all honesty, you know, as a man, you shouldn't be approaching no woman unless unless you a dude that women like, unless you a man that women have always been checking for, unless you a dude that women want to give it up to. That's the only way you should really be approaching women. If you a dude that's never been desired, females always been rejecting you, females always gave you the cold shoulder, you're right for being insecure and you're right for not approaching. I didn't even feel bad that I didn't approach this woman because I'm pretty sure she and the woman, she and the other woman that was sitting next to her, I'm sure they were saying something negative about me, you know, because I know how women are. You know, women are negative people anyway. Uh, I knew they weren't more than likely saying anything good about me. So I didn't beat myself up over the fact that I didn't ask this woman for her number because more than likely she would have screwed me over anyway, you know. So I didn't even beat myself up. But that, you know, incidents like this just go to show you that if you a man that ain't wanted, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you a man that women ain't checking for, females never been checking for you, don't put too much pressure on yourself. I don't waste my time. And I wouldn't advise no other man to waste their time because women will make it very apparent to you if they like you. You don't have to guess, you don't have to wonder. Women will make it very easy for you to connect with them if they like you. If they feeling you, if they feel that you a dude that's worth something, they'll make it easy for you. I don't waste my time approaching women. I don't because I already know that all they're going to do is reject me, screw me over anyway. I know where I stand. I've always known where I stood. And incidents like this just give me more confirmation that women feel negatively about me, that females don't like me. They never have. And they don't like a lot of guys. I never understood why certain men try to encourage dudes, especially why would you try to encourage a dude that ain't wanted by nobody? What's the purpose? Like, you know, a man who ain't desired by nobody, he don't need to approach no women. He need to give up on himself. I don't blame a lot of men for giving up on approaching women. It's a lot of men who've strictly given up on approaching women. I had a man 42 years old, and I think I mentioned this yesterday in the video. He told me he just go out to Vegas and go to brothels and pay for sex. He don't even waste his time talking to women, and that's how you know some men are just completely overlooked. I mean, I was thinking to myself, you got dudes that's in their early 20s who already have a wife, children, and everything. So if you're a man that's in your 30s, 40s, and you're not married, you don't have no wife, no kids, you a loser. Just being real, you just have to accept failure. Men in those type of positions are complete failures. But see, a lot of guys, I'm sure, ever since they were teenagers, always knew females did not like them. I was destined to fail. I knew from the time I was an adolescent that I didn't stand a chance in hell at getting nobody. I was actually afraid to step to females back when I was a teenager. And I'm sure a lot of guys were. Some guys have every reason to not have confidence when it comes to approaching women because approaching females is only for the best type of men. It's only for top tier dudes that women actually like. Approaching females is not even for every man. It's really not. Um, that's why I say don't beat yourself up. Don't waste your time approaching no women. If you see that women are not receptive to you, even if you see a woman looking at you, you can speak, but don't waste your time, especially if you have a history of rejection when it comes to women. If you have a history of females not digging you, not liking you, don't even waste your time. That's why I'm glad when I walked out of that fast food restaurant, I'm glad that I did not waste my time with this female. I'm glad that I didn't waste my time asking for her number because more than likely, all she would have did was screw my behind over anyway. So, it's a waste of time for certain guys. It's a waste of time for certain dudes to even approach a woman, make any advances towards a woman. It's a complete waste of time because all they're going to do is reject you anyway. So, and I truly feel that if a woman like you, they'll pursue you. They'll give you their number. They'll come talk to you. They'll give you some sign of interest if they like you. So I'm just here to say, like, I'm glad. I felt this would be a good topic to talk about. I'm glad I didn't waste my time asking that female for her number because I'm sure all she would have done was screw me over anyway. You know, so ain't no point in hell even wasting my time because I'm pretty sure the female that was next to her that was giggling, I'm sure they were thinking something negative about me anyway. I'm pretty sure they were. 9 times out of 10, they weren't thinking nothing good about me. And see, incidents like this is why you got a lot of guys that don't even waste their time approaching women because you already know the outcome anyway. You already know failure in hell is all you gonna receive because that's all you've ever received. So it's pointless. I just know that beyond a shadow of a doubt, I just know that certain guys don't have no business even shooting their shot no way. And I don't blame certain men for just totally giving up and not shooting their shot at all. A lot of men like to shame dudes who are not self-assured, but it's like, why would you be self-assured when no women have ever liked you to begin with? No female has ever wanted to give you a relationship. No female has ever wanted to invest their time in you. So why would you be self-assured? See, you got dudes, and this is what I don't like. You got dudes who've always had women liking them. They try to shame guys who've never been desired by women. It's like some dudes don't have no reason to be confident. Some dudes are just ugly to women. So it's like, why are you trying to shame a dude for not having the nuts to approach a woman? Some men have every reason to not feel confident when it comes to approaching women. Some men have every reason to not even waste their time even stepping to a woman. So I just want to say, don't let no man try to shame you because you don't have confidence to step to a woman and approach her. Some men don't have no reason to have confidence to approach no woman. And what's the point even stepping to a woman, making any advances when all they're going to do is shoot you down anyway? It ain't going to go nowhere. All they're going to do is lead you on to later blow your behind off. So, I just want to say, disregard anything that certain guys tell you, because certain dudes will try to shame you because you don't have enough confidence in yourself as a man to pursue a woman. What's the point? All they're going to do is reject you. You ain't going to get no punani. You ain't going to get no relationship. So what's the point in wasting your time? It's a waste of time and energy. So, I don't allow dudes to try to shame me or try to make me feel bad because I don't approach women, because you got dudes out there like that too. Especially if you're talking to men who are desired by women, they'll try to shame you because you don't have no nuts about yourself as a man to approach a woman. Why would you have nuts about yourself when you're not even wanted in the first place? Now, if I was with a dude that was desired by women, he would probably say, man, you see that chick looking back at you, why don't you go back in there and ask for her number? There are some dudes who probably would have shamed me for not asking that woman for her number, but I did the right thing by not asking for her number, because it wouldn't have went nowhere in the first place. It wouldn't have gone nowhere in the first place. So I just want to say, don't let nobody try to shame you for not approaching women. Some men have every right to not approach women because they're not going to get nothing no way. But I just felt this would be a good, interesting story to talk about for a late night discussion. Women are some heartless people. And, they don't have love for all men. And who knows? That woman could have just been looking at me just to lead me on to blow me off. Because you know how women like to play games. But that's been tonight's discussion. You guys have a good night.